Peggy 3.
You join us once again in the boot room, and this week Darren Cross from Match Magazine is going to go through some hints and tips about how to lose your marker, something that you're quite good at, as I found out recently.
Yeah, that's the thing about these tips. They definitely work best against a person rather than the AI. So if you're playing somebody locally at home or if you're playing online, these tips are going to help you out.
Great, we'll get our free lesson in just a second, but first up, here's why losing your man is so important. Being man-marked can be a frustrating experience, but if you can beat a defender, you'll open up some great opportunities for a run, a pass, or a shot on goal. Master the fundamentals and you should have far more attacking opportunities. So there we have it, Darren. Everybody likes a bit of space and it's no different on the football pitch. So what different ways are there to beat a defender or lose your marker?
Yeah, the first one, and it's probably my favourite way to beat a player that works consistently, is the stop and go. So this basically involves running along with your marker parallel to you. You stop very quickly and then you speed off in the direction you were going anyway. And often this really falls to your opponent who just isn't expecting it.
Now the good news is this is very simple to do. It's just LB, isn't it?
Exactly that, yeah. As you're running along, let go of sprint, hold LB, and then as soon as you stop, instantly sprint in the direction you were travelling again.
So I guess that's just part of being unpredictable, yeah?
Yeah, and that's really the second tip, be unpredictable, and that's going to help you get past your marker. So for example, if you're running down the wing with a left-footed player that your opponent knows is left-footed, when you cut back, he's going to be expecting you to cross that ball in with your left. But either don't cut back or to cut back onto your right, or just mix it up a little bit, and just having that second of space is going to create an opportunity for you to get a cross or a shot.
You crafty beggar, you. So it's a bit like double bluffing, and which one are you going to do?
Exactly. I mean, the way I try to think about it is I try to think what my opponent is anticipating, and then I do something different. And that's really a central theme for all of the tips to beat your marker. In all of them, you're thinking about what the defender's thinking, and then you're not doing that.
Is it also about being patient?
Yeah, it can be about that, certainly. One of the best ways I like to beat somebody is to do nothing, which I know sounds odd, but...
just sit cross-legged on the pitch, do nothing.
Yeah, not quite as nothing as that, but for example, you might be running along down the wing, or you're approaching the box, or you're getting into the box. At that point, the defender's going to be getting a bit nervous. He's going to be thinking, are you going to stop, are you going to cross, are you going to shoot? And he's going to want to do something because he's not expecting you to just keep on going. But often if you do that, you'll find that the defender commits himself to a tackle, as you see in this clip, and misses the ball, or he cuts back expecting you to cut back, and actually all you've done is carried on your run and bought yourself a bit of time and space. It works really well.
So what other ways have you got of finding space?
Yeah, another way I like to do it is to get the defender turning. So particularly if I'm running with my back to goal, away from the goal, and I've got a man tracking me, often you'll find the defending player keeps hold of the sprint button while he turns. So if you can get him moving, the arc of his turn is going to be much wider than if he wasn't sprinting. So I like to fake one way and come back the other way. By the time the guy's reacted, he's got that big arc of turning circle, and I should hopefully be gone and into space by that point.
And you've got another couple of little tricky ways of losing people, or at least annoying them online. What are those?
Yeah, so I make use of the face-up dribbling, particularly if I'm in and around the box, because it makes you, again, very unpredictable. I know I keep coming back to that, but it really is so important to be unpredictable when you want to get past your marker. And obviously the face-up dribbling is all about that. So you engage that by holding both triggers down and then just controlling your movement on the left stick and just basically enticing the guy in, buying yourself a bit of space and then bursting away into it.
Now, one other thing I've been a victim of a few times from you is the heel chop. You found space and left me for dead there. How do you do it?
Yeah, I love the heel chop. There are a couple of ways to do it actually, but the way that I like best is to hold down the trick modifier, so the left trigger, and then you just do the fake shot move basically and hold the direction that you want to chop into. So it works if you particularly well if you want to look like you're going to cross it, but instead you heel chop, you go back inside the player, or in the box you can use it. A tackle's coming in, heel chop, often you'll be fouled. It's quite common to be fouled when you're using the heel chop move, and it's really simple to do. That's what I like best about it.
Thanks for those tips, Darren. I'm definitely going to be working the heel chop into my game in future. Will you be playing much FIFA 13 over Christmas?
No.
Liar. Darren will join us next year on the Boot Room. Until then, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.